All right, should we watch the new Mr. Beast video? And by the new one, I mean the one that came out like Saturday. Yes, yes, yup. All right, let's fucking do it.
Just drop these.
It is a tone shift, huh? Going from Mr. Beast to Michael Reeves. I feel like it's going from like a boxed wine to I don't even know what. Strong Zero to me. Yeah, it might be better.
I just dropped these two strangers off in the middle of the wilderness. These two guys have never met each other in their entire lives.
Nice to meet you, man.
Every day the two of you survive in this wilderness, I'll give you $10,000.
I hope you brought enough money, man. We're here for the long run.
Hey, put that camera down. Let's head out.
All right.
Take care, boys. This video can make you guys millionaires.
He's gonna be poor by the time we're out of here.
I'm Hayes.
Hayes, I'm Grizz. Nice to meet you, man.
Grizz? All right.
Isn't Zer Grizz that iconic Call of Duty YouTuber?
However long.
Starting now, these guys receive $10,000 every day, with the only limit being how long they can survive, which theoretically means they could win unlimited money.
Okay, all right. So the premise is two strangers live together in the woods, and then however long they live, they get 10K per day. I would last... honestly, not long. I would like to think that I would last like hundreds of days. I think I go 20 days. Maybe 25 to round out that $250,000, but probably not over a month.
Both multimillionaires. We are trying to find a camping spot, build a fire, survive the night.
I guess we should just set up camp here.
For the rest of the night, they gathered wood and went through their supplies.
We've got approximately 5 days worth of food, 2 things of water.
Looks like a change of clothes, some warm jackets, and boom, fire starter.
Someone was like, dude, this is just a reality show edited for Zoomers. And I was like, no, it's not. And then I saw them use a flint steel image from Minecraft, and I'm like, okay, you're onto something.
See if we can get a fire going.
Oh, yeah.
We are good.
Let's make beds out of pine needles. Won't be comfortable, but at least we won't freeze to death.
Day 2.
And in the morning, I showed up to give them their first $10,000. It's been 24 hours, and I didn't walk over with 10 grand. You're not gonna ask?
Yeah, I guess we should, right?
Yeah. Okay, just look up.
Oh, my.
What are their backgrounds? Yeah, because like if it's a total stranger, like it's kind of dangerous, no? Like to be able to get food in the wild's kind of hard. I would think water's easy. I think water's fine as long as it's running water to drink from like a fresh water source. Maybe boil it just to be safe, but...
Drop $10,000 out of a plane for you guys.
There's $10,000.
In a parachuted briefcase.
Catch it, don't catch it. Don't watch out.
Bro, this is crazy. Bro, we're gonna be so rich by the end of this video.
I got a briefcase. Got a briefcase right there, so...
And on top of that money, this is your flare gun.
Oh.
Be careful. Shoot it up in the air. The challenge ends for the both of you. And you walk away with the money you've won.
So how long should we stay out here?
$3.6 million for the year is crazy.
All right, the plan is officially a year. We're gonna split this in 2. You get this.
Yes.
I get this.
Now we can't screw each other over.
But later in this video, that plan doesn't exactly work.
All right, I feel bad, but I need to steal that flare gun. I just gotta shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again.
If you fire that flare, I literally think I'm gonna kill you.
1 year? I mean, 1 year's life-changing money, right? $3.6 million split 2 ways, $1.8 million. Even after taxes, you're walking away with like $1 million. $1 million, that's good. I don't know where they live, but like North Carolina, you can probably buy a house and then put the rest in a like investment thing.
This money would mean college for the kids.
And then on day 4, they started
That's
looking
true.
for...
Isn't that fucked up? Like if you lived in the woods and you got like $250,000, you basically cover like a kid's college, maybe part of a second kid's college. College is so fucked. That is so fucked.
We're at the end of our supplies. Grizz likes to call it a fast, which sounds so much nicer than starving.
And for the next few days, the hunger problem didn't get any easier.
We had
What is the difference between fasting and starving? They always say above 1,200 calories. I think that's like a rule of thumb. It probably differs per person. But like, can you theoretically just eat at a caloric deficit for the rest of your life? Or do you have to eventually come to some higher intake? Like, could you eat 1,200 calories until you die? Like, die from normal stuff, not from like low calories? Like, what is the minimum amount of calories you would need to like live forever? I don't know.
a little square of beef jerky this morning, that's it. Jimmy gave us 5 days worth of food, and it's day 9 right now. These are greenbrier leaves. Grizz says they're edible, I guess.
Grizz seems like the pro.
It was clear by this point that the boys were extremely hungry. But lucky for them, I had a surprise waiting for them on day 10. They've officially survived 10 days. Here's your
Whoa.
briefcase.
Yeah.
And don't leave. This is where the challenge gets interesting. Bring in the helicopter.
Oh, man.
I'm nervous, dude. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that I'm excited about.
To celebrate day 10, we have your first offer. I can tell you guys are tired of eating leaves. So I brought you guys an additional 10 days worth of food, spices, 2 tarps, and everything you would need to fish. All of this for $50,000 of your prize money. You want some beef jerky?
Yes.
Don't eat it yet.
Oh.
These beans look good.
Oh,
Absolutely.
oh,
50K?
We're gonna give you space. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
He's not kidding. Like, this is literally all the things we would need to fish. 50 grand.
50 grand.
I mean, it makes sense, right? No, that's not too much. Because if that food allows them to last 5 more days, then it is worth it. And the ability to fish definitely gets them there.
10 days worth of food means they make 100 grand, and they only have to pay 50 grand for it. I'm doing them a favor.
Should we talk to him now?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right, Jimmy.
If you make a decision in the next 60 seconds, I'll throw in 2 feastable bars.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, you said 59 more seconds, but okay. Here, I'll put that in the pile of food. Thank you for the 50 grand.
Mr. Beast has to stop giving me fucking Beast bars. Like, they're good, but I have, I think, 1,000 bars. And he keeps giving them to me. Like, dude, what do you want from me? I know I'm a big boy, but like, shit, I can't eat anymore. Stop trying to butter me up. Plant them.
Bro, I still can't believe it every time this money falls out of the sky.
Dude, wow. This is a, like, I know, like a issue you shouldn't complain about. I'd be so fucking annoyed about getting that much money in ones. That is so many ones. Like, if they walk out of here with 100K, oh my God. That's so much. Is it fake money? I don't think it's fake.
Bro, I still can't believe it every time this money
That's real. Yeah, those are real $1 bills. It's not fake. I promise you. I promise you it's not fake. It does not say motion picture purposes on the top. I looked. Oh. Motion picture.
Well, the swamp nearby has no fish in it. What we really need is a moving water that we can fish in.
And while Hayes was rambling on about his kids,
And my 2-year-old doesn't sleep very well either, so
this happened.
I think being a dad. What is this?
Water?
This is a creek. This is not a swamp. This is actually moving water.
Oh.
There's fish in here. Dude, look at this. It's
Fish.
like a dock.
This is the perfect place for food and shelter. We're gathering up a bunch of dead trees we can use for our structure.
And then we balance them together into an A-frame shape and cut the trees to the right length. Oh. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I broke your fall.
Sorry.
All right, so maybe they had a bit of a false start. But once they got the structure back up, they spent the entire next
mean, that
day
looks
putting
great.
their finishing touches on their shelter. They even built a fishing dock to help them catch more food.
Dock's done.
Pleasantly surprised.
And now all we got to do is catch a fish.
And as good as this was, without sleeping bags, the winter night was still unforgiving.
On a really cold night, cold toes, cold feet.
Don't you sleep better and like, no, you know, if you were to cuddle up?
No sleeping bag.
So I think I knew what my next offer was. It's day 20 and they moved super deep in the woods, so now we have to get there by boat.
Do you hear that sound in the distance?
What'd you say?
Is that a boat?
Any minute now when we find them, I've got a fun offer for them. How's it going, boys?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
2 things. First, the plane needed maintenance, so I'm delivering this by hand.
Hey, all
There's
right.
your $10,000, which puts you guys at $140,000. And second, we have an offer for you.
Ooh.
Reveal your offer. Just go ahead and take it off. Here it is.
Oh.
You can either give me $10,000 for that red sleeping bag, or
Among
give
Us.
me $50,000.
Among Us.
And you get both.
Among Us,
sleeping
Among Us, Among Us.
bags.
50K for 2 is not worth. I don't think it's worth. Maybe you do the 10K for 1 and use it as a blanket if you fully unzip it.
Oh, man.
Can I take it out?
Yeah, we should look at it.
Yeah, check them out.
Hang on, I just gotta do this.
These are the same sleeping bags we used in Antarctica. They work very well. Here's the weather forecast. It's gonna get pretty cold next week, so
Yeah.
highly recommend you at least buy one.
When we started this thing out, we were in the 20s without anything. We've adapted to it. We have bedding, we have pine straw. We're doing pretty well in these low temperatures. I would love to have a sleeping bag, but $50,000 is...
I sleep closer to Grizz than I do my wife. I'm not even kidding.
You're actually gonna say no to both?
On a really cold night, no sleeping bag.
Yeah, so I think it's final. We don't want it.
Yeah,
Damn, there's some freaks. Not even one. There's some damn freaks.
agreed.
Wow, not even a single sleeping bag. All right, boys, close it up. Sure, the boys could survive without sleeping bags, but that didn't solve their food problem. In between sitting out rainy days, the boys got
Fooge.
into a bit of a routine where they would boil water, work on their shelter, and try to catch fish, which wasn't really working out for them.
We got some guts for bait. We're gonna cast them out and hopefully the fish come up off the bottom of the creek.
Day after day of failing to catch any fish,
Let's go check the lines, see if any catfish are on.
they finally caught a wind in their sails.
Oh, Grizz!
Or whatever that abomination of Mother Nature was.
What is that?
Eel?
Can I eat it?
First fish, it's an eel, and I think
Ah,
I'm gonna charcoal
unagi.
grill it. We're gonna have ourselves some American-style unagi.
Holy shit, did he just say unagi?
This is the first thing that we've caught out here in 27 days, which is insane. We're happy to have it, and we're gonna make it delicious.
I don't know if this is what I would call delicious, but the fact that they haven't had a fresh meal in almost 30 days
I mean, it looks not
means
bad.
even a rock would taste good to them at this point.
It's excellent.
It's so good. This is just like amazingly good.
If we keep catching fish like this, we can easily stay for a year, bro.
If you guys don't know, food gets a buff when 1, you catch it and cook it and clean it yourself. And then 2 gets a buff when you haven't eaten food in a while. So I'm sure this is the greatest fucking unagi they ever had in their goddamn.
Day 28, they started constructing their raised bed system.
There's a
in their
real
new
buff
shelter
to catch,
system.
clean, and cooking your own shit.
Tripods, 1, 2, side rails going down, slats across, and then a nice pine needle mattress made out of parachutes.
And after seeing their new shelter become more and more
I would know, I'm one of the
comfortable,
greatest
I was
outdoorsmen
starting
ever.
to get worried that I was gonna have to pay these guys millions of dollars.
The only regret that I have, they're not bunk beds.
That's honestly an L.
They were betting everything on their new shelter being
Dude,
right
their
next
shelter
to
is
the
so
creek.
great.
That may have been a huge mistake because they couldn't catch another eel to save their lives.
Lacrimosa, Mozart, his final song he wrote.
Snapped it. At this point, I've spent more time in the wilderness than I have with my newborn son. I also have a 2-year-old with my wife alone. How do you explain to a 2-year-old that daddy's gonna be gone and he won't talk to you and he won't call you and he won't see you?
I mean, I guess that's true. That's kind of sad. Being gone a whole year of a kid's life is kind of crazy. A whole year? A lot of you guys are being like, 2-year-old won't even remember for real. But like, if you were absent from a kid's life from age 0 to 5, your bond with them would be irreparably different. Although, like, most of us probably don't remember the first 5 years of our life. So like, although you don't intrinsically have memories from it, it is a heavy bonding period. For sure. I know he's not gone 5 years, but 1 year's a long fucking time. I mean, you're talking about like, maybe from our perspective, you know, if you're a boomer in this bitch and you're 30, it's like, yeah, that's the percentage points of your life. But like a 3-year-old, that is 1/3 of the kid's life. Soldiers do it. That's a good example. I think that backs my argument up, no? I mean, there are some relationships, and it's not across the board, that are irreparably changed when a soldier goes abroad.
I couldn't tell you where we are anymore. All right. How's it going, boys?
Doing great, man. How are you?
As a reward for surviving an entire month, I brought you a store.
Okay.
You see, we come through all of your vlog footage and we wrote down everything you've asked for, such as firewood, a shovel, cooking supplies, bedding, and even books and board games. It's like a dollar store, but everything costs 10 grand. This is your store? Feel free to shop.
We've won 240 grand. Might as well check it out.
I feel like 500K, I'm good. Like 500K, if you last 100 days in here, that's pretty good.
Those are mosquito nets.
Oh, we'll use parachutes. We don't need those.
All right, what about the hammock?
I like the hammocks, but you know, we haven't tried making them out of parachutes yet.
All right, Grizz, answer this. What could you not make out of parachutes?
A lot.
All right, well, do you guys want the firewood?
How much wood?
That's the wood you get.
If it came with unlimited wood, I would buy it.
For
I offered them
10K?
literally everything they could possibly need here, and they still weren't interested. I was
Fuck they gonna do with a suitcase, Jimmy? What? Jimmy never lived outside a day in his damn life. What? A suitcase? You got them water bottles.
beginning to think these two were secretly Navy SEALs or something. Are you guys gonna buy literally anything?
You got them fucking chests in Catan. I've never played Settlers of Catan. I imagine with 2 people it sucks.
You make 10 grand a day. What's another 10 grand?
I gotta say no.
All right. In a million years, would not have thought they would say no to everything. Next time, I'm gonna convince you two to spend money.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. See you, Jimmy.
Jimmy is too
Here
rich.
he goes.
In his
He's too rich because he's like, bro, it's 10K. You'll make it tomorrow. And then from their POV, it's like, man, 5K. What can I do with that? Oh, it's a lot. Max donated 5. As a soldier, being gone from home for a year at a time is miserable, even with phones these days. Yeah, I would imagine, man. I would imagine. And I imagine there's also a difference at the 2-year-old stage where you can't really talk to the kid too much. You know what I mean? Like if you talk to a kid that's like 8 or 9, like you can talk to the kid. But like a 2-year-old, like comms aren't exactly all time.
This creek is not productive. We gotta go to that river. If I can get to that river and the fishing is good, that'll turn all this around.
And with their rations running dangerously low, their only hope at getting food was to travel through the swamp to the river on the other side in hopes of catching some fish.
It's risky wasting all these calories, but I have to do it if we're gonna make it any further.
But after a grueling hike, Hayes finally found what he was looking for.
Oh my God. Woo!
What?
Look at that. It's the river.
Water.
Is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen?
Is it a lake?
Woo!
Oh, river.
Finding this river is probably the difference between us making our goal and
Fish.
us tapping out early.
Fortunately, he had a secret weapon.
Grizz and I made our own fishing pole, and this is gonna make catching fish easy.
With Hayes' makeshift
You know what? Vine booms still get me. I know it's been like almost a decade of having them, but God, sometimes they hit.
his makeshift fishing pole immediately breaking, he was going to have to use his hands, and he spent hours trying and failing.
Oh no!
And if he couldn't catch any fish without immediately dropping them, the calories burned coming here would have been for nothing. But just when he was ready to give up,
This one's gonna be it.
Ah, yeah! Holy moly! Yes, I told you it was that one! Woo-hoo-hoo!
and the luck didn't stop there.
I cannot wait to bring this back to Grizz. He's gonna be so stoked.
Who's filming this?
We're eating tonight.
Oh, it's a static camera. I see.
All right, that's awesome.
Feels like this is our first real food in ages.
But in the meantime, I was preparing an offer that I know they couldn't refuse. It's day 40, they've made over $250,000, and I have an incredibly special offer for them. For $10,000, and I think you're really gonna like this, you both can see your wives. In fact, they're watching right now.
Oh my God!
Dude, this would be so crazy to turn down. Like, I know it's an instant yes, I'm sure, because they want to do it. But, like, the fact that it's even an option, like, imagine being like, 10K?
Oh, man.
I can't let down my kid.
I know, I can't let down my wife.
Okay, Jimmy.
10K is not bad. That's worth. That is so worth. I don't think that's evil. It's obviously nice, but I think doing it for free wouldn't make as much sense. I think this is fine. It is the min. Literally, this costs as much as like 8 logs of firewood.
It's me, it's Daddy.
Oh my God.
I smell so bad. Oh.
Hi, Talia.
As nice as it was to see their families, the visit was also bittersweet, because there's one big question on everyone's mind.
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you home now. Like, I do.
I know you want me home.
Bro, she gave you the answer. Rephrasing is not going to help you here, brother. She is raising 2 kids, a baby, and a toddler by herself. That is not a fun gig.
Do you need me home?
Yes, she needs you. Yes, you need to bond with your son.
I don't care what the other guy says. You've made enough money. I need you home.
That conversation.
I like how he asked it, but he's like, wrong answer. Wrong answer there.
was so difficult for me. Even so, yesterday was a really good day. It had all of the things that I loved.
She's a villain? No, she's right. Wait, are you guys fucking dumb? Obviously, she just doesn't care as much about money, right? Like, and I think that's a good thing. If you're purely motivated by money, like, let's say, okay, let's say this. I'll give you $1 million. $1 million every day you camp in the woods. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of money motivated people, like, might spend their whole fucking life in those woods. Like, you could theoretically just be there forever, but then you miss your whole fucking life. You miss your whole life along the way. You have to think, what is the value of the money? What is the money for? And a lot of people, they see the value in the money of like setting up my family, whatever, and then they spend their whole entire fucking lives working. And then by the time they reach retirement age, they've missed the opportunity to like hang out with their family because they've sacrificed that for work. You can probably think of someone in your life who's done this. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think like her not caring about the money and just wanting to hang out with the person that she loves and her kids. I think that's like that's what you would want in a wife. Because like the opposite would be a gold digger, right? If she was like, stay in here as long as you fucking can. I want to go to Prada. That would be cringe. That would be fucking cringe. Like, Sweaty, if you can't last a year in here, then that's, to me, that is cringe. Saying, hey, I want you to come home, that is chill. But money? I mean, how much do they have right now? 160K? Bro, that's not bad. You're acting like 160K is like fucking pocket change. That's good. I think this guy probably has a job. That's pretty good. You're rich. I know I'm rich. And that changes, obviously, my perspective. But I do think people, even fucking rich people, it's not a problem exclusive to people who don't have money. Rich people fall for this trap all the time. They get obsessed about just earning more money and more money and more money. And the question is always, for what? What is the purpose of the more money? And I understand like financial liberty, but like I would argue, you know, getting a couple $100K is a great step on that path. 200K, like you're not exactly fucking struggling at that point for the foreseeable future. If you don't have money, you don't have family. That's so dumb. This is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my damn life. There are a bunch of people who don't have money who have family. I feel like some people are like broke equals no family and also sad, and rich equals happy and family. And that's like not, that is not how it works. It is not a one-to-one. There are a bunch of incredibly happy broke families. All right, chat. Press 1 if you'd rather be rich as fuck, no family. 2 if you'd rather be broke as shit, but you have a family that's happy.
My family, my wife, my kids, my buddy Grizz. That was like a really huge gift. Oh, they're gone now.
To hold her and know that she was safe, it really has changed the way that I'm viewing this entire challenge. Knowing I have my wife's support, I want to stay until I have $1 million.
Ooh, they are not on the same wavelength. Oof.
And after some much-needed family time, Hayes and Grizz were much happier than I'd ever seen them.
Hayes and Grizz.
Hayes and Grizz.
Ambush!
Let's smoke some fish. Look at that. This is perfect.
Even when something happened that would have totally drained them before,
400,000.
by now, they didn't even seem to mind.
It looks like someone had a gender reveal, and the gender was just money.
Even though their spirits were high, there was still a problem they needed to solve. In order to get to the river to fish, they would first need to trudge through this giant swamp.
I am building a boat.
Not feeling super confident in the boat build.
If we can get down to fish without having to tromp through a whole swamp, it's worth the risk. Time for the first sea trial of my beautiful ship.
Here he goes.
Grizz! Da-da-da-da-da.
And this was pretty ironic, considering the offer I was about to bring them. It's day 50. Let's see how they're doing.
Hey!
Bro, you guys have a village now. Wait, are you serious?
Oh my gosh!
It actually worked. He built a freaking boat in the woods. All right, now that I'm aware of that, this changes a lot of things. It's actually insane that you two built a boat yesterday because I brought the two of you a boat. Your day 50 offer is for 50 grand. You can have this boat.
We don't have a motor. We don't have any way to get this thing around.
So you just use sticks.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
Since you weirdly built the boat the day before, I'll give you a discount. We'll make it $40,000.
My answer is I love the ship I made. I trust it with my life. So I'm gonna leave it up to Grizz.
For $40,000, I'm going to pass on the boat.
What's
I'll get in
Zaxby's?
Hayes'
Isn't it
death
kind of
trap
like
instead.
Cane's,
If that sinks,
but like
then
East
you
Coast?
have to quit. I tried.
We appreciate the food. That was lovely. Bye, Jimmy.
I'll see you next time.
So this ship saved us $40,000.
Still a death trap.
Hey.
Man, when we first started this thing, it was in the dead of winter. You remember how cold it was?
Yeah, now everything is so nice and warm.
Good thing they didn't buy them sleeping bags.
Bloom, and they were looking pretty comfortable.
There's a lot of flowers here. I can't say that I mind it.
What is today, 51?
I don't know. I lost track.
I hear an airplane coming in.
Where?
Oh, he's coming straight at us.
This briefcase puts us at $440,000. Time to build the Hayes and Grizz love seat.
80% of what we're sitting on here is going straight to my business.
This case.
No, I don't want Katie to work 24-hour shifts anymore. This
They're
money's
earning
making so much
$420
for
an
her and
hour?
our family.
But while the warmer
Yeah.
weather was nice, it presented new problems like snakes
Wait, is that right?
By that.
and rats.
No, that's not right.
Every night.
That's not right.
It wasn't long until the
that
lack
right?
of sleep started to make them irritable.
Looks like Hayes is struggling to get over here. Hayes, do you need my help?
What does it look like?
That's right.
You want to paddle upriver into the wind?
Hayes, why don't you go get those fishing lines fixed?
You know what? You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
He is angry. Can you check those lines while you're over there?
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know, I was just asking.
Thank you for telling me to do what I'm already doing once again.
Very angry.
Keep in mind, at this point, Hayes and Grizz were very close friends. But Hayes had reached the end of his rope, and the jokes just weren't hitting the same anymore.
Grace's idea about how this would unwind is not working. Obviously. Because it's a stupid idea.
Hayes, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not know I was actually pissing you off. I thought that I did not know that you were actually upset.
It's all right.
Oh, atrocious vibes.
And so, feeling frustrated, Hayes turned off his camera and paddled downriver, where he set up his camp until the next day.
Hayes has set sail, and I think he may have run away. I'll certainly be thinking about him. I know it's supposed to be cold at night. He's not back in a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go looking for him. Let's do something to cheer him up. So we got a huge board over here that was left by Jimmy at the last beast drop, and I'm gonna repurpose it into a table with some of our cases. It's actually pretty sturdy.
And when Hayes returned home, he was not empty-handed.
Sounds like Hayes has returned from his great adventure. Nice.
Oh,
there's a
baby.
sea trout.
I'm pretty wiped out. Mind if I take a minute?
No, man, do your thing.
Chris,
Yeah, buddy.
what's this?
It's our table.
We have a table?
Yeah.
Oh, man!
I figured that'd perk him up a little bit.
This is $100,000
That's the most fucking guys being dudes, hand on hips. Yeah, figured he'd like that table.
table, Grizz!
Welcome back, buddy.
It feels good to be home.
Come on.
With their survival needs met and their friendship restored, one question still remains. How long will they stay?
We gotta have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
The end. Honestly, I'd have been done 5 days ago.
Maybe push like an extra week. I mean, hell, that's $35,000 each.
If I pulled that flare on day 70, how would you feel?
I would feel really let down and lied to. I propose at day 70, we have a conversation, decide if we're gonna push further.
That's fair. I promised Grizz that I would stay longer for him, but I'm not happy about it.
He's ready to call it, baby.
So,
I mean, like, 300K is
a
good.
little upset.
300K
seeing
is
it.
so good.
Just keep it to himself, you know, so I'm a little worried about him.
Spoken to Grizz about it. He wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer. At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
Another day.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I knew that was gonna happen. I saw it. Oh, no. Hayes going to check out the case that is dropped from the sky.
Day 70. I'm gonna see if Grizz is good being done today. See what he says.
What are we gonna do with all this money?
Kind of want to talk to you about that. Kind of ready to hit the flare. What do you think about that?
I want to stay longer. I know that you've got to pull away from this thing with family.
I know. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I just want to know how you feel about it today. Yes or no?
Can you go one more day? Give yourself 24 hours just to kind of feel it
I
out.
thought a lot about it, but if you want to go another day, let's go another day.
Dude, I'd feel so guilty.
How's it going, boys?
All right, buddy.
Good. Let's go on a little walkie walk. We can go over here. Let's say Hayes isn't a part of the equation.
Yeah.
How many more days do you think you could survive out here?
Let's call it 45 days would probably be as far as I'd go.
How many do you think he has left in the tank?
He talks about it every day.
How often do you think about shooting the flare?
Every day.
What stops you?
At this stage, Grizz, you know, he wants to make $1 million, and it's hard to say no to that. I have an obligation to him, too, but it's starting to go towards family. Yeah.
When you do shoot that flare, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, last night?
It's crazy because, like, he wants to leave, but, like, every day you do get 10K. You know what I mean? It's, like, not, like, it's a lot, but, like, fuck. I wonder what, like, how he, like, the day he cracks. Like, what makes you crack?
I don't want to disappoint Grizz, but I think I'm done. Thought it would be cool to come back here to our first camp where I was shoulder to shoulder with Grizz every single night. And after that, it was like, all right, dude, we're brothers now. I expected to walk away with a lot of money, but I didn't expect to walk away with, like, a friend for life. And that's so meaningful to me.
It's just so much more efficient to make 10K a day than to work $200 a day, and gives you so many more days in your life with the kids, etc. I mean, I think you're making, like, a lot of assumptions to come to that conclusion about, like, maybe how much he makes, but also, like, the efficiency dies, right? Because you wouldn't agree that it is more efficient to make 10K a day until you die. You would say it's efficient to make 10K a day to a certain point that you cash out, and then in your mind assume that you don't have to work at all, right? And that the question is, what is that point? And that number is different for many people. Like, many people even starting from the same point would have a different number. Some might say, you know, he seems to be on the higher end or the closer end, like 300K. But, like, this guy's saying $3 to $10 million. So that's like $3 to $10 million is 2 to 6 years in the woods. Is it worth spending, let's catch the middle of that, 4 years in the woods so that you can spend the next 12 spending as much time with the kid before they leave home? Because, like, you spend 90% of the time that you will with your kids in the first 18 years of your life. Is it worth missing a quarter of it? I don't think so.
Hayes got so desperate that he literally went into Grizz's bag and stole the flare gun, even though it was his idea to separate it into 2 parts.
At this point, all I have to do is shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again, you know?
I know this thing is very challenging. What we're doing out here is not easy. I really, truly do believe that you're doing what's right for your family.
I disagree.
You're providing for them in a way that's going to change their lives.
Now it's gone the other way. Now it's, I think I
I need to be there.
I think that you've been really upset and you've been missing your family really bad. I feel like
I think the money doesn't
spiraled through
the money
this
doesn't
thing.
the money doesn't matter to me anymore. And really the only thing that's keeping me here is you. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah. My family needs me too, you know.
And you're very good at, you know, manipulating me.
It was clear that in this moment, Grizz was going to have to make a decision. Convince Hayes to continue surviving in these woods for more and more money, or be there for his friend when he needed him the most.
I can't imagine having gone through this experience with anyone else. I mean, I really do, like, I genuinely think of you like a brother. You know? I'm sorry that I've just pushed you on and on and on.
I just don't want to let you down.
You're not letting me down.
Yeah, I am.
Brothers don't let each other down. This is the way it is. Everything's got to come to an end sometime. Let me see that flare. I owe you this. And to be honest with you, I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I think it's time for us to do this thing, buddy.
Oh, that's so beast. Kiss. Sorry. That's so fucking sick.
You smell bad.
I think they shot the flare. No, you take that
That's so sick.
Rich! We're rich! Boys. Hey, Jimmy. Oh, my God. When we dropped them off, this is what they looked like.
Grizz shooting it is
And
so
here's
dope.
them 74 days later. Crazy.
Yes, they look crazy.
You haven't left these woods
Is that
in
the first thing Chandler said all video?
74 days.
Dude, I'm so ready.
One final surprise.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! I'm Italian baby!
After 74 days, they've won $670,000. And in case you forgot, we're giving away 1,000 Samsung phones to random people that subscribe in the next week. So don't forget, press that subscribe button right now.
Sheesh. Good video. Good ending. That was a good ending. Dang, man. I think that was a homie move from Grizz. That was a homie move. Hayes was kind of a real one, though, because he stayed there only for Grizz. Like, clearly he valued time with the family more than the money after, like, day 60. So Grizz got cheated. I don't think he did. I think he meant what he said. I don't think he lied. Sure, he could have made more if he was there by himself, but that wasn't the challenge, you know? Imagine if Grizz ran with a gun. That would be insane. He called him a manipulator. Yeah, but like, fuck, dude, man. They spent 74 days together. If you can't take that on the chin and move on, then that's tough. Emaciated, hungry as shit, and deprived of any social interactions, I think you can look past that.